Hey, what's up, y'all? Said Entertainer. I'm asking y'all to check out the Loveology podcast. This is
Hello, and welcome to the Loveology Podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of the Loveology Podcast. I know some things look a little different. I am rocking our premium Loveology Podcast mask, just in case you need to be social distancing out there and, protect yourself. Man, a lot of things I like about this mask in particular, man. I like how it has these little hooks on the side here. These little things. If you listen to the audio, man, make sure you go to YouTube and check out this mask. It got these little hooks on the side. Not necessarily a hook, but it just make the ear loop just a little bit more comfortable. And I like how this part kind of gets under my beard. How some folks be this gets all the way under there. And it also has like a metal little ring, a little bar in here that you can bend. So if you're wearing glasses or shades, it won't fog you up. So check out our premium mask, LoveologyPodcast.com. You won't be disappointed. Now, one side note though, if you got a big face, this is one side. We only have one size. We don't have no large and all that good stuff. So if you got a big face and big jaws, you know what I'm saying, it might not be the one for you. We just only have one size of our premium. You might can check out our other sizes of our other masks. Or our neck gadia. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you'll see it on the screen. So, man, it's just me today. Wifey had an emergency, so she had to, at the time of this recording, she had to be at another place, be at a location. So hopefully we'll have everything back in order next week. So we'll put a pause for the calls for the love and respect. We've been going on that for quite some time. I think this would have been the 6th episode. But we're gonna do a little pause for the calls, and we're gonna shift some gears real quick if y'all don't mind. I hope y'all don't mind. We shifting some gears real quick. So let's jump right into it. In this particular, it's 11:11. I don't know if y'all into all that, but it's 11:11, so we're right on time. We're gonna talk about 7 ways to support your spouse during a difficult time. 7 ways to support your spouse during a difficult time. And this comes from Beliefnetcom. Beliefnet.com. It's a pretty cool article. We talk about, not just your spouse, but your significant other. Some people ain't married out there. Even if you're single, this is can prepare you for your future significant other or even your friends, right? So we're going to jump right into it. I got my notes on here. So excuse me looking back and forth for my notes, but I want y'all, we already know this, a lot of us, we experience moments that you throw your hands up in the air and you're like, man, why me? Why good things happen to bad things happen to good people. Right. And it's like, you in 3 parts of life at all times, one of 3 places. Either you're in a storm, you just got out of a storm, or you're in a place where you're heading into a storm. Again, you're either in a storm currently, or you just got out of that storm, or you're heading right into a different storm. So, storms going to happen, and we take our vows very seriously. Your vows you talk about from sick, you're going to be there through sickness and through health, through richer or for poor, you know what I'm saying? So it's like for the good things and the bad things. So unfortunately in relationships, bad things happen or difficult times happen. And, here's some tips that can help get through those things. So we're going to start off with the first one is, be a source of strength for your significant other or for your friend or for your wifey, right? Or for your husband. Be a source of strength, right? Being a source of strength is, you don't want to say, hey, I know how you feel. Because in all actuality, you may not know how they feel during a particular situation. It may be unique. Even though you may have been through something like that, you don't know what they feel. Not 100%. So try not to say, I know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And try not to say I feel so sorry for you, and then start comparing them to somebody else. So like, it could be losing a job, unemployment. It could be losing a loved one. It could be all types of things where difficult times may happen. So like, especially when you're talking about losing a job or something, or, preparing for a promotion and they didn't get their promotion. Well, yeah, I know how you feel. And that other person, you don't want to work for that job anyways, or that other person is not as good as you. Nobody want to hear that. It makes it sound. I mean, you may think that they probably want to hear that, but not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Just what you could do, just be a source of strength, and just try smiling, hugging them, and saying that you love them. You know what I'm saying? And say that you have faith in them, and you'll be able to get through this tough time. That's simple. Just straight up. Smile, hug, and just say, I got faith in you. You'll be able to get through this. Those simple words right there is, coming from a place of strength, right? Coming from a place of strength. So I apologize if I'm doing a little whispering, because I'm on daddy duty right now, and the kids, they knocked out. So I want to make sure I don't wake them up, because I don't have any support right now. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. So yes, number one is be a source of strength. All right. Number two, you want to listen with an open heart and do not criticize. Listen with the open heart and do not criticize. Okay. So, you always want to strive to be a great listener, right? Be a great listener and never pass judgment, right? Sometimes it's hard to do, but try to be a great listener and don't pass judgment. There is tremendous difference in someone who listens and someone who dominates the conversation with advice that comes off as highly critical. I'm a culprit. All right. How many of us can say I'm a culprit? I'm a culprit. I'm not ashamed to say that, because, I'm not perfect. Right. So it's important to really listen to an individual, especially when they're going through tough times, because it's not about you. It's about them. And they don't really, they're going through this situation. They really ain't trying to hear advice right now. They're not trying to really hear that right now. They really just trying to get, they just looking for someone that's gonna, be there for them, hold them. Let me see what else I put down. I said, when your better half is going through a tough time, try to remember that he or she needs your encouragement and support more than your advice. Your encouragement and your support more than your advice. So communicating with your significant other in difficult times is a lifeline, keeping you connected as a team. You want to stay communicating, during this difficult time. When you stop communicating, you will drift apart rather than face challenges together. Always discuss everything, regardless how uncomfortable it may be. How many of us know that we don't grow in good times? Well, let me say that again. You don't really grow during good times, because it's like you having fun, you doing this and you doing that. It's through those tough times when you grow. Think about it. Think about on your life. Think about the tough times you had to get through. that's when you grow. So when it's tough times in a relationship, or when your significant other is going through some tough time, this is where you're going to get your growth at. This is where you can build up on that foundation. So make sure you be there for them. Don't be so quick to give off advice. You know, my wife had to tell me, like, you know, sometimes I tell you things, I'm really not looking for advice. I already know what I want to do. I already know the answer. But I just want to be heard. I just want you to listen to me. So this might be the situation where you just need to just listen. You know what I'm saying? Just listen, right? So I'm gonna go through these things. We're gonna have a live discussion. We do this every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're there in the place. It's going live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. What are your takes? What are some of your experiences helping your significant other through some tough times, right? Join us. This is a community. We want to hear from y'all, right? So join us and let's talk about it, right? We talked about being a source of strength, right? And we talked about listen with an open heart and do not criticize. All right, so the third one is Mr. Bobby McFerrin himself. Don't worry. Boop, 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 boop. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Right? So what are we talking about? Right? So you are your significant other biggest cheerleader. And I say that to my wife. She's my biggest cheerleader, but she's also my biggest hater. But that's to push me. But regardless, so when someone truly loves you, they challenge you and stand beside you when you need them, right? They smile from ear to ear and mention of your name, beam with pride, with screaming your name from the rooftop to mountaintops and sidelines. So always try to keep your sense of humor, even on the hard days. Now, sometimes, you gotta have some timing with it, right? You gotta have a little timing. The timing gotta be right. But try to make them happy. Try to make them laugh, right? So if you can, try to cheer up your spouse or your significant other. This can mean a multitude of things for different people. But for some, it is simple as telling a funny joke or remembering the good times, watching a funny movie, or times with good friends. Happiness is a gift that can never be stolen by illness, work problems, or any other struggle life throws at your path. Laughing will not cure the problem, but it will sure make your spouse feel better, even if it's only for a moment. Laughter is the best medicine. It is. It is. So even during the tough times, like I said, you lose your job, you're ill, you lose a loved one, trying to cheer up your significant other can help. It can help. It can help. So don't worry, be happy, right? Next one is find a source of inspiration, right? Tough times can make tough people, right? And tough people find their strength in God. We're Christians. We believe in God. You know what I'm saying? You believe in whatever you believe in, but we believe in God. We believe in Jesus. And so we got to put your faith in him, right? Let's continue reading some of these notes. Every religious person, regardless of their faith will say that faith is what got them through the difficult times. Faith is a beacon of light calling them to shore during the darkest moments, right? We were just watching a show about, I think it was the Paw Patrol with my kids. And one particular episode, the lighthouse light was out. And they had to get a light. One of the dogs had to go up there. It was, I don't know, I forgot the dog's name. Chase on the case. He had to go up there and put a light in the lighthouse so the boat wouldn't hit the rocks, right? So, having faith is like that light. It's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So make sure you have something that you can bounce, you can lean on other than yourself, right? Surround yourself in your marriage with the right people. You need supportive friends who love you, love your spouse, respect and believe in marriage. Your support system is your lifeline during tough times. Hardships will give you an opportunity as a couple to grow and learn. They depend on our understanding of ourselves, our spouses, and our marriage. Always have faith. Remember that God is always with you and he is bigger than any issue that you may face. I remember I posted a picture. I don't know if you follow us. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Loveology Podcast, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We throw out inspirational quotes daily. So one of the quotes, I can't remember verbatim, it was saying that you have been through some tough battles basically throughout your life, and you're undefeated. You are undefeated. So you're stronger than what you are. You haven't been knocked out yet. Not out for a count. You probably hit the ground, but he ain't been out for a count. So you got it. Just have faith and keep pushing. And just keep that in mind for your significant other while they're going through these tough times. Next one. Do not make this about yourself. I don't know why. Sometimes I fall into that trap too. Trying to make this about yourself. Don't make this about you. It's not about you. Do not complain about how your better half of tough time makes you feel. Do not complain how your significant other is in a rut. A marriage is a sacred covenant. Try not to air out dirty laundry, right? Be respectful and mindful if you find yourself venting. Because this is your significant other, you'll be affected as well. But try to remember, they are closer to the problem, and you're not the person who should be venting or blowing off steam. Making the problem about yourself, complaining will only push your significant other away during this difficult time. Instead, offer them support, love them, be kind to them, raise them up. If you are becoming overwhelming, let someone else support you. But it is vital to respect your significant other's privacy and your marriage. All right. So it's not about you. It's not about you. You shouldn't be venting. You shouldn't be, no. This is the time where you serve 100%. Whatever you've been doing around the house, whatever you've been doing, it's time to take it up another notch, a couple of more notches for who knows how long. It is what it is, right? So be there for your significant other. Be there for them, right? Be there for them. So don't make this about you. It's not about you. It's about them, right? Next, don't make them ask for help. I understand you don't know what to do, but don't make them ask for help. Let's read the notes. Does your better half need your help? Unconditional love or support, right? They absolutely do. Do they want to ask? No. They don't want to ask you. They want you to, this the time where if you don't know how to read minds by now, you've been in a marriage with a woman. I said with a woman, but I'm just saying, you know how ladies want you to read the minds. But if you can't anticipate your significant other's needs and wants, then you just got to ask. What can I do for you? Right? Let's read on. For many of us, there is nothing more humbling than having to admit that you do not have everything under control and you do in fact need help or advice. Rather than get to that point, offer your help and continue offering your help. Cook dinner, take out the garbage, bring home flowers, or just leave a post on a mirror in the bathroom that says, I love you, or I believe in you. It's the little things that sometimes mean a lot. Bring everything you do back to love. Love is extremely powerful. And when you are going through tough times, it is extremely helpful, right? When someone is dealing with a difficult time, love is the greatest gift of all. So show them love, right? If you checked out our past episodes on love and not love and respect, but on 5 love languages, learn your significant other's love language, right? So, for instance, my wife, I wonder if she's going through a tough time, I know her one of her top love languages is quality time. I need to shut down everything. I need to shut down this phone. I need to shut down this computer. I need to shut off this TV. I need to talk to you. I need to spend some quality time with my wife. You see what I'm saying? I also know that acts of service is another love language. So I need to show her love her way. So guess what? I need to do more. I need to do more cleaning. I need to do more cooking. I need to do more around the house to make sure she's good. Right? Right. So, those just, I'm just kind of going over a few things. I hope y'all getting some out of this. Again, if you want to read the entire article, go to Beliefnetcom to check it out. And again, this is coming from the 7 ways to support your spouse during difficult times. Let's move on to the next one. Don't make them ask for help. Don't rush them through their pain. It takes time. It takes time. You just don't know how long it may take a particular person to go through a particular thing, right? So saying things like, I know how you feel, or comparing others' tough times to your friends or aunt's boyfriend struggle and how he made it through it, it's just not helpful right now, right? And it might be frustrating to them. No one likes a know-it-all, especially when you're navigating through tough waters. Sure, you have good intentions, but this tends to minimize their issues and will eventually have your better half stifling his pain and closing you out, right? So let your better half know that the pain he or she is feeling is real, and he can move through it with you by his side. Tough times can sometimes get messy, but if you try to push someone through it, they may not get healed the correct way. So sit with them, listen to them, and be honest when times get tough. Let your significant other be angry, sad, cry when needed. Let your significant other be whatever he needs to be, and resist the urge to fix or heal them. Just be with your significant other. Just be with them. Just be with them. Just be there. That's it. Just be there. And, that's pretty much it. Let's do just a quick recap. Like, me and Ash, we've been doing a Loveology podcast for over a year and a half now, and we haven't missed a week. And so even though, we had an emergency, we still bring the Loveology podcast to you guys. And we really appreciate y'all. We really appreciate you coming in week and week out, checking us out, and supporting us. You know what I'm saying? So just to recap on the 7 ways to support your spouse through a difficult time. Number 1, be a source of strength. Number 2, listen with an open heart and do not criticize. Number 3, don't worry, be happy. Number 4, find a source of inspiration. Number 5, don't make this about yourself. Number 6, don't make them ask for help. And number 7, don't rush them through their pain. That's it. And that's all. Yeah, but again, appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to our top countries, man. Shout out to United States, obviously. And, shout out to the new president, President Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris. Good, got a new president. So shout out to them. And shout out to India for coming in number 2. I'm learning a lot from India, man. Y'all, a pretty dope country over there, pretty dope people. And shout out to also Norway for coming in. Y'all was on the top charts in Norway, so definitely appreciate y'all. And for our top states, number 3, let's go up from the bottom to the top. Number 3 is California, so shout out to Cali. Number 2 was Texas. And I was born in Texas, so shout out to Texas, great state of Texas, Lone Star State. And number 1 is Arizona. Shout out to Arizona coming through in the clutch in so many different ways. So, man, appreciate y'all for listening. Give a shout out to our VIP. That's Glamory.com. Go check out Glamory.com when you get a chance. That's our VIP. Man, check them out. Glamory.com. Man, so I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. It's gonna be quick, short, and straight to the point. We'll see if we get everything back cracking again when Ashley gets back, and we'll go from there. So talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for listening. Peace out.